Hey, top of the morning to you. So today's topic is, in a seller's market, here are the ways to get your offer accepted. They're compared to a buyer's market. A seller's market means that there are more buyers than there are homes available for sale. It may mean that your full price offer just isn't going to cut it. So what can you do to get that perfect house you search for high and low? Stay tuned for these great tips that might even get your offer accepted. This is Rose Price at Landmark Real Estate here in Champaign, Illinois. So back at you. So if I had to say that there is one tip that really is important to follow when you're in a seller's market, it would be to be ready. If you go and see a house with your realtor and you want to buy it, and you tell your realtor that, and they're all ready to write an offer for you, and then you say, oh, I really want my Uncle Joe to come in and take a look at it too before I make that offer. Absolutely not. Uncle Joe's great, but Uncle Joe should have been with you when you decided you wanted to buy the house. You have to always be ready. You can lose a home because that might take another day before you get another appointment set up with you and Uncle Joe. Okay? And by that time, you probably have already lost a house because you're a day behind in getting an offer in. So make sure Uncle Joe is ready to go with you whenever you want to see a home. Okay? That's very important. Second thing, make sure you are qualified to purchase and that you are holding a bank letter that suggests and tells that you are. Okay? That is important as well because sellers are not going to take offers in these heated markets with a buyer that does not have that letter to show proof of funds. Okay? Very, very, very important. The other thing, you need to be looking every day, you and your realtor. You need to know the market inside and out so that you are alert to when a new property comes on the market that you haven't seen that you might have an interest in. Don't sit there and just think, every time your realtor is going to see it. Well, your realtor's doing other things too. And you're not the only person that they're working with. So they could miss something in an hour and a half, who knows? And you may see it. So both of you work together to find those properties together that you might be interested in. And let's see. When you do make an offer, make that offer as clean as possible. In other words, don't put any contingencies in there that the seller needs to decide on or think about. Like, for instance, you want the seller to pay you $2,000 in closing costs just because that's what you want? No way. Or you're going to do a home inspection. Well, by now you should have seen several houses and you should have a pretty good idea, you and Uncle Joe, whether or not this is a decent house and probably doesn't need tons of repairs, and that you could forgo that home inspection. That could be critical in a multiple offer situation. You don't ask for the inspection, another buyer does. So be alert to the house, what it may need, and if you can give up that inspection, give it up. If it doesn't make sense to do that, then don't do that. Okay, let's see here. Get your loan totally approved before making an offer. All right. Most people just go in and get a pre-qualification letter that just says that, oh yeah, you're good enough to purchase this. Very few go in and ask the lender to fully approve them for a purchase price of such a certain amount. Let's just say you are totally approved for $300. Oh my gosh. If I had to look at your offer with that kind of letter and I had similar offers to look at, I'm going to go with the guy who has that already pre-approved loan, not the pre-qualified letter. Understand? Okay, good. Let's see. Avoid asking for personal property that the seller has not already said that they would leave. Okay, if the seller hasn't said that they're going to leave the washer and dryer, don't ask for it. Again, that is a comparison with another buyer that may or may not ask for it either. But if you don't ask for it, then that's a good thing for the seller in a multiple offer situation. Bid above asking price. Well, here's the deal. Your realtor in a hot market needs to know the market. What is a trend? Are these homes selling, under 2 days with multiple offers? Are they selling over list? In our community right now, I've seen offers as much as $30,000 to $50,000 over list for a sales price. So you should be working with an experienced realtor that knows that type of information so that you know how to bid yourself. Okay? Put down a stronger earnest money. I've been doing this for a long time now, 30 plus years in real estate. And I would say most of my time in real estate, we would see $1,000 earnest money. Well, today, you get in these multiple offers, it's a good idea if you put down a lot more than that to show that seller you are really interested in their home. So now you might be putting anywhere down between $2,500 and $5,000. So that puts you above others who are still thinking in old ways, okay? So take note of that. You could waive the appraisal contingency. Okay, you could do that, but if you do, appraisal contingency can be given up as well, but this poses the most risk unless you have enough cash to cover any potential shortfall between the offer price and the appraisal price. So beware on that one. Make a larger down payment. Okay, so the seller is looking at offers. They've got one offer where the buyer is putting 3% down, and they got one offer where the buyer is putting 20% down on conventional offers. Well, if I was coaching the seller, I'd go with the one with the 20% down, and provided I'm getting the price that I want, because they are less risk in getting that loan totally approved in the end. Okay, and if the buyer is wanting to do an FHA loan or perhaps a farm home loan or whatever, you're probably not going to win over a conventional loan. So if you can go conventional, go conventional. However, the best thing to do is if you have cash, pay for that property in cash. Hands down, your offer rises to the top and becomes the cream when you can offer a cash deal to a seller in a hot market. Actually, in any market, whether it's hot or not. Let's see. Use a local lender that has a great reputation. These fly-by-night internet lenders, forget it. You need to be working with a buyer who is doing a mortgage with a local lender so that you can count on that lender to get that loan closed. Okay? You could, if you wanted to, offer paying some of the seller's moving expenses. Okay, it's free money. That's all it is. It's a bribe, what it comes down to, but use it. You might get by with it, and that might make the difference in you getting the home. Okay? Close on the seller's terms. That's so critical. Sometimes you want to close on such and such a date, and the seller wants to close on another date. Go with the seller and close on the date that they want to close, and it is important to them. Try to be flexible. That would be the thing I would tell you most. Be flexible. Okay? Let's see. Be the first to, when a property comes on the market, you race out there to go look at it. Anything you want to put an offer on, be the first and give your best offer when you give it, because you may not get a chance to give another offer. Okay? Give your first best offer. That will be remembered if multiple offers come in. Okay? And that usually gives you an edge when you do so. Alrighty, let's see, what else can I think of? Well, hey, how about using an experienced realtor? Yeah, I just recently listed a property at $200,000. It was on the market. I put in the listing that we would take all offers or review all offers by such and such a date. Okay? By that time, we had shown this property 25 times, and we had 4 offers on it, and we sold it way above list price. So, you know, is your realtor experienced and can handle all of that? That was a lot of stress. It wasn't only stress for the seller who had to be out of the house for 3 days in a row. It was stress for me too, in coordinating all of those showings and dealing with all of those offers. Okay. If you are trying to purchase a vacant home, try to close on that vacant home as fast as possible. Sellers don't want to keep carrying a home that's vacant. Okay? So if you can, close as fast as you can to make that seller happy. So, you know, those were several tips that I have tried to give you in ways of getting your offer accepted in a hot market. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope I've given you some insight to how to present your offer. And I hope if you like this video that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Rose Price YouTube. Well, actually, it's Champaign Rose YouTube. Okay? So please subscribe. If you have questions or anything for me, just list them down below and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you are interested in purchasing a home this year or selling your home, I'll apply for the job. Just please contact me, 217-202-8843. ChampaignRose.com is my website. You can get on my YouTube channel at Champaign Rose YouTube. Okay, until we meet again, you know what? Just have a powerful day.